Explain the importance of monsoon rainfall in the lives and economy of people in India. What problems can arise from excessive or weak monsoons? Importance of monsoon rainfall in India. The monsoon is the backbone of India's lifestyle and economy, serving as a powerful system that lends overall climatic unity to the entire country. Its importance includes agricultural dependence. Most of India's agriculture relies directly on the monsoon rainfall, as farmers depend on these rains for sowing and growing crops. Water security. A successful monsoon replenishes groundwater, which is largely collected from rainwater, and ensures a sufficient water supply in rivers, reservoirs, and wells. Economic and social livelihoods. Proper rainfall guarantees sufficient food production and supports daily life, transport, local festivals, and rural employment. Problems caused by extreme monsoon variations. Because of India's high dependence on seasonal rains, any deviation in the monsoon's normal behavior leads to a severe crisis. Excessive monsoons, floods. When monsoon rains are too heavy, they cause devastating floods, as shown in the case of the Punjab floods. Excessive rainfall leads to loss of life and displacement. Floods lead to the tragic loss of human lives and force thousands of people to abandon their homes for relief camps. Agricultural and livestock ruin. Fields are submerged under water, crops like paddy are severely damaged, and livestock in poultry, dairy farms are killed or fall sick. Infrastructure destruction. Houses, roads, bridges, and public utilities are damaged or destroyed, causing massive economic losses. Public health crisis. Standing murky water breeds waterborne diseases and creates critical sanitation issues. Weak monsoons, droughts. When the monsoon is weak, rainfall is highly insufficient, leading to severe droughts. This causes water scarcity. A prolonged absence of rain dries up crucial climate systems and severely depletes groundwater reserves. Agricultural failure. Crop sowing is disrupted, leading to widespread crop failures, food shortages, and a direct threat to rural livelihoods and the broader economy. What is climate change? Explain its major causes, effects, and the measures suggested in the chapter to reduce our carbon footprints. What is climate change? Climate change refers to long-term changes in weather patterns such as temperature, rainfall, and wind. It is primarily driven by human activities that alter the atmosphere's composition. Major causes. It is caused by actions that release heat-trapping gases into the atmosphere, leading to global warming, burning of fossil fuels, and industrial emissions, deforestation, cutting down of trees, an increase in greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and water vapor, which trap the sun's heat. Major effects. Climate change threatens global ecosystems and directly impacts human health, agriculture, and livelihood. Major, frequent, and extreme weather events, including floods and droughts, melting of glaciers and rising sea levels, severe loss of biodiversity, disproportionate impacts on vulnerable groups, including women and children. Measures to reduce our carbon footprint. A carbon footprint represents the total greenhouse gas released due to human activity. The practical measures to reduce our carbon and adopt a sustainable life is transport. Choose low impact travel options by walking, cycling, carpooling, or using public transport, and avoid using private vehicles for short distances or taking frequent flights. Electricity use. Conserve energy by always switching off electrical appliances like lights and fans when not in use, and transition to renewable energy sources. Water conservation. Use water judiciously, such as taking one bucket baths instead of long showers, and avoid running taps wastefully. Waste management. Practice reusing and recycling and strictly avoid single use plastics like disposable bags, bottles, and straws. Nature protection. Support forest protection and actively plant trees to absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide. Explain the causes and effects of the 2025 Punjab floods. How did natural and human-made factors together increase the severity of the floods? The 2025 Punjab floods were a devastating disaster that caused widespread economic loss, social disruption, and environmental damage. The high severity of the disaster was the result of a dangerous combination of both natural forces and human-made vulnerabilities. Natural causes. Extreme rainfall. Punjab received exceptionally heavy monsoon rains. Western disturbances. These atmospheric systems intensified the monsoon by bringing additional moisture and rainfall to the region. Hilly runoffs. Heavy rain fell not only in Punjab but also in the higher regions of Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir. Water flowing from these hills rushed into Punjab's major rivers, the Satluj, Beas, Ravi, and Ghaggar, which were already flowing high, causing them to burst their banks. Human-made factors. Weak infrastructure. The river's old weak embankments were poorly maintained and could not withstand the pressure of the rising water. Encroachment. People had built houses and established farms too close to the riverbanks, which choked the natural floodplains where excess water would normally spread out safely. Siltation. Over time, silt and mud had gathered at the bottom of the rivers and dams, significantly reducing their capacity to hold and carry water. Poor communication. Flood warnings in several areas were either delayed or not clearly communicated, leaving local populations unprepared. How they multiplied the severity. The natural volume of water from the extreme rainfall and hills runoff was simply too much for the rivers to handle, because human activities had clogged the river channels with silt and blocked the natural floodplains with buildings. The excess water had nowhere safe to go. When the weak embankments failed under pressure, the water flooded straight into heavily populated residential and agricultural zones with almost no warning. Effects of the floods. Loss of life and displacement. Many people lost their lives and thousands were forced to leave their homes to live in temporary relief camps. Agricultural ruin. Large areas of farmland were submerged, causing severe damage to key crops like paddy. Livestock losses. Many animals in poultry and dairy farms died or fell ill as their shelters were destroyed. Infrastructure collapse. Important infrastructure including roads, bridges, border fences, and public buildings were severely damaged. Health crisis. Standing floodwater led to serious sanitation concerns and the spread of waterborne diseases.